Hey guys, this is Ranjan. Welcome to 5-minute technical analysis video for BTC. Yesterday, let's go back to our regular chart, which is supply and demand. So yesterday we were preparing for a dump, or we were just waiting here that it would frost and then it would dump. And the dump happened, but it did not like completely go back. The region could be behind. The region could be, according to Elliott wave, it needs to uh, go through 4 phases. Let's create that. So fourth is always goes, let's say, uh, c- creates a bigger pullback, and then the fifth happens. So we are waiting for the fifth, and you could also say like this is the third, and uh, this is the fourth. But no, fourth really takes a big chunk upwards in opposite direction. So I would say this is the fourth, and we're still waiting for the fifth. And we have to see where fifth ends. Maybe fifth goes back to 55k, and then tomorrow we see another significant move towards upside. Or uh, let's see. So we are still testing the regression trend line where it broke out from. So we could expect a move down, or we could just expect that uh, the trend line which is coming from macro level, let's say from very top, that could be touched, and then we see a move down. Or if we cross that, then that becomes invalidated, and we just go up. But I don't think this is going to happen most likely today. It might happen most likely tomorrow. From the bearish side, I'm saying. And if you look from the bullish side, I would say, from bullish side, I feel like we are on, you remember, we still are on the second day of the trend, and I see that weekly has touched down in the body part of the last week candle, and it has pulled back. So that suggests that it's turning into bullish, and turning bullish, and also one more bearish, I would say. So I would say this is a pre-market rally. This is a pre-market rally. Market has still not opened yet. The US market has still not opened, and we did a rally. And what happens is whenever there is a pre-rally, then there is a dump on the actual US market open. And even if you see, we have negative funding rate. That would also suggest that shorters are paying longers money to long, so they can squeeze in. Let's go back to liquidation heat map. So you could see that there was a lot of liquidation on 59 300 and 59 400, and that has already been taken care of. Here as well, 5800, 58,855. Now there's a larger liquidation building around 57,000, and if you see on 20, let's say 48 hours, where do we have the most of the liquidation? So I would say we have 87 million on 57. Let's go to 3 days. I'm looking for 55. It's still 57. So 57 we have a lot of liquidity. So 57 could might hold as a support. Yes, 57 looks like it's going to hold as a support. So we might see another pull down to 57, and then we see where do we go from there. So I like we are still in a bearish scenario, although it has pulled back, but it's getting some kind of rejection from the range trend line. Uh, and then, but if it comes inside it, then I would definitely think that maybe the bearish pattern has failed and we're going to move back up. Or if it closes above the main regression trend line, then I would say, okay, you are done being bearish and you might have to move back up. I can also see there is some bullish divergence in 1 hour, and let's say in 4 hours if we have any divergence. So in 4 hours we don't have any divergence, and I can see that the price has already reached to the last line of defense. Here it reached, then it dumped. You could see the same kind of scenario here. Then it started dumping. So I would say it has also reached RSI also has reached the place where it might see another beginning of bearish scenario. But I'm not completely bearish. Uh, if we go back to log chart from a long time, so what has happened before? So I think we have a bullish scenario, but that might start in November and December, not completely in October. October we might see this kind of rally, which is again go on top to top, and then see a little bit of dump, then actual rally will start. So this is again a we see a bull flag pattern, but you saw what happened. It came down, then it pumped, which went around the same like a top level, and then dumped again. So we might not see this, which happened because of Corona, and then a significant long-term bullish scenario. But I'm certainly pleased to see this scenario, which is wherein we would go back to 69,000, then we would have a crash, which would go around 47,000, and then we forget about this. Then we start seeing the long-term uh, bullish action. Uh, I would have to uh, think of not including this scenario, because this scenario was definitely because of some event, but we don't know. Some events may occur, but yeah, that's a not known scenario, you could say. So that's what I'm seeing right now. Also, let's go and see what happened like at the specific time. We had this, and then we had the but I'm not hoping for this. I'm hoping we are at this candle, which is like will come down this week itself. I think this is going to happen this week itself. Then we go up, we hold around that area 1 more, 2 more week, and we go around the top part of this area, and then we see a significant dump, which would go around, let's say, $37,000. Which you can see this went around that area, and then a significant pump started happening. So I have concluded both my bullish scenario and my uh, bearish scenario. I I hope the pattern works. I'm in short right now, right exactly here, and I I hope to see if this goes back to 55K, and then we or lower than that. But let's see what happens.